Hello there, how are you? Welcome to the 2 is 1 show. My name is Kawe Masi, I'm your host, and I take this opportunity to welcome my lovely couple here, Emmanuel and Esther. And I'd like to request them to say hi to our fans. Esther?
Hello.
Hello.
Thank you very much, and feel most welcome to this show today.
Thank you.
Actually, I usually don't beat about the bush, so we just go straight to business. Okay. Now, I'd like to know, who is Esther?
Oh,
Esther is okay. My name is Esther Mwende Njagi. But from last year, July, it's Esther Mwende Emmanuel.
Ah,
Yeah. Mother of one.
wow.
A teacher by profession. What else?
Well, we'll hear it along the way. Now, thank you, Esther. And who is Emmanuel?
my name is Emmanuel Pasaku, husband to this beautiful lady, Esther Mwende.
Wow.
Dad to lovely daughter, Marvel Pendo. I'm a photographer, videographer, and editor. Yeah.
I think I should switch places. Anyway, thank you very much. Thank you for making time for us for 2 is 1 show. And we're delighted to have you. And I'm very sure that we're going to have some very nice moments here, even as we look into this a thing called marriage and relationships. I see you're a very young couple. I heard like it happened last year. So that means that you're a year and some months old in marriage. Wow, that is nice. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Now, how long did you date before you decided now we really need to do this?
We met in 2015.
Yes.
I think we started dating.
Immediately.
Yes.
And was it love at first sight or what?
Very true. Love at
It
first
was
sight.
love at first sight.
Oh.
Yes.
So this thing love at first sight works.
It does.
Uh-huh.
It does.
Ooh. Guys, you can see how excited I am already. That is so nice. That is so nice. And I'm happy for you guys that since 2015, you at least made it work. Like you stuck together. And despite, I want to ask about challenges that you faced during dating, but despite everything, you were able to hold it together and at least bring it to a wedding and a family. Yeah, and we thank God for that. So how was it like dating since 2015, Emmanuel?
It's quite an interesting journey for us.
Okay.
I think we have a long story to tell about that. Of course,
Okay.
being in school, it was not easy, of course, introducing this to parents. Because when you're in school and parents telling them you're in love, they can't understand you. So for us, it was interesting. First of all, meeting Esther, I think it was the best moment and really an interesting thing because, like we said, it was love at first sight. So of course, the smile is what drew me to her.
Oh.
So for us, it has been a smooth journey, and of course, when you involve God in everything,
Yeah.
it really works. So
Awesome.
yeah,
I mean, now you bring in God, and I'm like, yes. So God is in the center of everything.
that's true.
Wow. Esther, what challenges did you face during dating? Ulipata competition pale hivi? Did you have those jealous moments? Ama, what was it like?
Should we say it's a moment of truth?
If it comes, it comes. We take it.
Well, like Emmanuel has said,
Yes.
our dating journey was quite interesting.
Mm-hmm.
We dated for close to 7 years
Yeah.
before we walked down the aisle.
Yeah.
At some point,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think that day would come, honestly.
Why?
Like he has said,
Mm-hmm.
I think, parents play a major role when it
True.
comes to marriage.
Yeah.
And, now we were both in school.
Mm-hmm.
According to my parents, I was young.
Mm-hmm.
So I think in addition to other challenges, it took a while before the parents from my side
Yes.
to accept that they want to release their daughter. And being the firstborn and the only girl,
Yes.
yeah, it took a while, but we thank God eventually.
Yes.
I think they were at peace with it when they released me. Yeah, and here we are today.
And you must have been very happy.
I was, because at some point I almost gave up.
Give up.
Yeah.
Well, parents, I know sometimes these situations can be difficult, and especially dealing with parents. And of course, you really respect your parents. You also don't want to, have bad blood or do things that you feel maybe you don't have your parents' blessings. So I imagine it must have been a bit difficult, but we thank God you overcame all those, and here we are.
Sure.
Yeah. Akukua, there were no those girls you'd look at and be like, now this girl is calling.
Tuseme tu kitu kizuri kinapendwa na
Ni
wengi.
kweli, ni kweli.
Hey.
Na ukikosa kuona hivyo, jua kuna kasoro mahali.
Kweli. So I would
Wow.
say I usually count myself lucky and blessed
Yes.
that I was chosen among the few or many. I thank God.
Yes, and I believe he's also lucky or blessed to have you, because I imagine there were also many other eyes that could see you. So either way, we're happy and grateful that you were managed to come all the way. And God has even blessed you with a beautiful daughter, you say?
Yes.
Yes, we thank God. Children are a reward from God. And I pray for you that God will help you to be the best parents you can be to this child. Now we come to marriage life. How does it feel like? You were used to, when you were dating, you were single, like you had your freedom, sort of, and now here you are, dawari imelipwa. Ama uliambiwa sasa we ni mali yangu. How does it feel to be in marriage, Emmanuel?
I think being in marriage to me is fun. It's more fun than being single.
Ah.
Of course, when you're alone, some few things will be hard for you to do. Very hard.
Like what?
Like us men and house chores.
African men.
African men and house chores.
Yeah.
We're very poor in that. Of course, when you have someone to bump around in the house when you are there,
Yes.
stress goes down. You don't overthink. You have someone to talk to. So for me, I'll say being in marriage is fun, and above all, it's interest.
Ah, nice. But these house chores, I thought that maybe it should be we're helping each other here, and I'm wrong about that.
Yes, we are, but of course unajua kuna zile tu kidogo wanaume unajua tumasufuria hapo. You feel
Ni tafash kidogo.
you feel you better eat in the hotel and then come out.
Then I remember a friend of mine used to tell me they cooked on a Monday ugali. wakaeka sufuria kwa sink. In the morning, that dude was saying he used to have 3 sufurias. Moja ya chai, moja ya ugali na moja ya stew. So usiku amepika ugali na stew. And now the sufurias are on the sink. In the morning, akapika chai. So aliacha sufuria kwa sink, akaenda kazi. Now in the evening when he comes to the house, he doesn't have a sufuria to cook with, na amebeba nyama na tuvitu twingine hapo, and it's already late because after work he passed by some place with some friends, and so now it's 9 p.m. and he's in the house ready to cook with no sufuria, with no clean sufuria. And he imagined he'll clean those sufurias and he was like, no, this can't continue. Yeah, so I imagine. But it's a good thing that either way we understand that we're here to help each other and to lift each other up, and it makes life more interesting and easier. Yeah. Now that you're quite young in marriage, have you started thinking about investments, projects?
Yeah, actually, I think for us it started when we were dating.
Okay.
And one thing I said, marriage is interesting
Yes.
when you're two.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you have dreams, you want to get into doing something.
Yes.
When you're alone at times, it feels as if it won't work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so sometimes I'll share my views with Esther,
Mm-hmm.
and of course she'll always be there telling me, yeah, try it,
Mm-hmm.
do it.
Wow.
So
Mm-hmm.
for the meantime, yes, we have.
Mm-hmm.
Like for now, we have a studio running.
Wow.
Actually, right now it's running. We are not there,
Nice.
it's running.
Where is it? We'd like our fans to know. Maybe they can pay a visit.
So we have a studio, photography studio. We're also doing events. It's called eFilm Studio, based in Machakos. So, of course, for us, it we can work everywhere.
Yeah, sure,
So the
sure.
office is in Machakos,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, of course, we are flexible to do
Yeah,
work
sure.
everywhere. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one of our investments. Studio.
Nice.
We're also doing videography,
Yes.
events, and all that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So it was a good start,
Nice.
which was pushed a lot by Esther.
By Esther.
Yeah, the idea was there, but when alone,
Two are better than
you are
one.
better than.
Nice. Do you usually have have you maybe come up with other plans for investment? Like maybe she has her ideas, you have your ideas. How do you go about prioritizing what comes? You don't have to be specific on what projects maybe you're planning to do, but how are you able to put them all at the table? These are her ideas, these are your ideas, and now you want to like look at it and see what do we start with or where do we start?
I think it's a very good question, which I think Esther encouraged me on priorities,
Yes.
because like we sat down, I think some time back, and we said, we could be driving. But Esther reminded me, but remember, we did an investment that brings money. So that
Yes.
money now can do other business and all that investment.
Sure.
So I think for us, it's more of, now we have invested in this. How important will it be to the next project?
Sure.
So us is more of business. So if we do this business, what will be the fruits of the business to the next project?
Yes.
Yeah.
How will it be able to boost the next?
Exactly.
No, I think that's a nice path to follow. Like you looking, I know we all have our different ways of doing things, but I'm liking your way of doing it so that you don't feel stuck at some point and feel like you've spent all your earnings and savings on a project that doesn't bring anything back. Well, we're learning. Sindio fun. Like, I'm also learning. I'm getting enlightened here. Now, we have things that, of course, attracted you to each other. And we also have things that help you stay together. Yeah? And these are two different things. Because love is one thing that brings people together, but I believe love alone is not enough to keep a relationship or a marriage knitted together. So, do you have any activities or stuff that you do as a couple together that you feel when we're doing this, our bond grows stronger? Like, for instance, maybe some games or sports or an activity, anything. Esther, Esther, you've been quiet. Kindly tell us.
I think we are still learning each other. You know, in marriage, you are two strangers raised in two different environments. You're coming together to learn how to live with each other.
Yes.
So I think we are still learning each other, our likes, our hobbies. I would say as at now, we enjoy what are they called? Road
Road
trips.
trips.
Ah.
They're very major.
Yeah, we
Nice.
enjoy doing road trips together. We are planning and looking forward to doing many more as a family. No, not
Wow.
as a couple. Now
Yes.
you know it's plus one.
Yes, it's +1. And eventually plus.
Amen.
God willing.
Yes.
In addition to road trips, we also do dates. A lot of them.
Nice.
Yeah, you know, dates should not end once you get married.
True,
Sure.
true.
Yeah, so we do dates. We do, are they called retreats?
Trips.
Retreats.
Yeah, either as ourselves or with other
A group.
couples, yeah, or groups. We sing.
You're musicians?
Not
We sing a
really.
lot. We sing a lot. We sing a lot.
My husband likes singing and dancing. So I try.
Okay.
I'm not so good at it. I
You
try.
should have started taking classes.
I try.
As
Hey,
he tries a lot.
before we got married, I enrolled in a dancing class.
Nice. That's exciting.
Yeah, so I think we are still, the list itaendelea ikiongezeka.
Sure.
Yeah, as we move along.
Yes. It
We
should
also
not
do
stop.
Bible studies. Let me not forget the part of God.
Yes.
Bible studies and prayer. It's major when it comes to a relationship. And now that God is the foundation,
Yes.
you have to work. You know, these things of salvation.
Yeah.
You have to work at it as well. Yeah.
Well, that is so encouraging. I mean, when I always hear people, put God everywhere, everywhere. It's not like God is your God of Sundays and that's it. But in everything you do, you trust God and you put Him in the middle. Then it's very encouraging. It shows that at least you have a force that pushes you in everything. And that is perfect because it makes things move and work. Now, hey, these road trips, I'm telling you, they're interesting. I'm just wondering, when you guys met, I want each of you to like express their own opinion. As I'll start with Emmanuel. How did you like her dress code, her grooming?
It was very poor.
Oh my God! No.
Poor. No, she
Oh,
knows
poor
why I'm
in
saying. She knows why I'm
quotes.
saying poor. Anyway, so when I met Esther, she used to wear very long dresses, very long,
Church girl.
very long dresses. She knows why I said poor
Yeah.
anyway. On a light note.
Yes.
So yeah, I didn't like the dressing, but now the most interesting part is this. Away
Yes.
from dressing, actually, when I saw her, I didn't see the dress. So that tells you.
Yes, of
So at
course.
first, dressing wasn't an issue.
And
for me.
eventually,
But eventually, I told her, "Hey, hii ni refu sana, punguze kidogo."
Kidogo. Wow, I love that. I mean, we're there to make each other better either way. Na wewe Esther, how was how was the, you know, he might have noticed the long skirt and maybe his haircut. But anyway.
Now, for Emmanuel, it was the opposite. When I first saw him, not meeting, it was seeing, I didn't even think he was a student.
Okay.
His dressing, he looked like an office,
Working class.
honestly. Yeah, is it the glooming? I think he was good at that. Yeah, his dressing was on point.
Now I'm really getting excited. I remember when we were in campus, there are those students who used to come in suit and tie, and you'd wonder what's the occasion. Nani classes too. So he's that type, eh? Who
Well,
used
not
to-
really suits, but he knew how to,
Exactly,
to
but
dress.
look good. Okay, I'm liking that, but as you move on, you get better each day. I hope it doesn't go down. Ati utulie useme, "Ah, after all sasa niko na wife." I'm not trying to please anyone out there.
It does.
Sometimes it does. I think sometimes it does. Especially when maybe he's away for some time. Eh, najipatanga tu niwe. But one thing I like about her, when she came in, at least things change
Yeah.
a lot. So this inaitangwa mix and match almost. She's good with that. So at least when it comes to now dressing and grooming, she's good at that. So,
Nice. She's able to tell you, no,
yeah,
this
that
khaki trouser should go with this.
hiyo katroza umevaa sana wewe. You know, as wanaume.
Hey, that's nice. Is it really so important for couples or for ladies or for guys to look good while even in the house and they're doing their house chores? Ama hata kuvaa kale ka stocking ni sawa tu.
I think it's very, very important.
Emphasis.
You know, yeah, very, very important.
Okay.
She had what do we call it? Ile ya
That ka
kichwa.
stocking.
Kuna kamoja kaliraruka kidogo, sasa nikamwambia hii yako, I need to really change it. But anyway, it's always very good to look very presentable,
Yes,
even in
at
the
all
house,
times.
at all times, because you know, the Bible tells us, of course, cleanliness is
Next to godliness.
yeah. So that tells you, you get into your house, your wife looks ni kama ndio ameamka saa hii, ni kama hata hajisikii, so you feel
Na amevaa kitisho kimeandikwa hapo hivi balozi.
but it's always very important.
Yeah.
Actually, I would say it's more important to look good in the house than
Then
outside.
outside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. I agree with that. I agree with that. Now, when we come back to things like how you relate with your relatives, I don't want to say parents. Parents, now that's a special group. But now relatives. You see, sometimes in relationships and marriages, you'll find that relatives really contribute a lot to either the relationship working or failing. I don't know if it is us who let them do that, ama it is a force that they have that we can't be able to fight, ama what usually happens. Because you'd find maybe in a relationship or marriage, maybe someone like Emmanuel has sisters, and maybe one sister doesn't really like your fiancé, and she works really so very hard to kind of make sure that your relationship doesn't work. Have you ever faced anything like that, or maybe even have you ever had friends who maybe have been through such issues, or this is a new thing to you?
I think for us, it has been a little bit different because, like for me, when I met the brother, of course,
Yes.
we bonded. To my side, when she met my brothers, like for us, we don't have sisters,
Oh.
only brothers. So we actually bonded. But what you've said, it happens a lot.
Yeah.
as much as they feel they have that, like when you are a younger one, they feel they are the older ones, so they have to control you until even when you're married.
Yeah.
So I think they have that kind of feeling
Mm-hmm.
that they're the ones who are supposed to say a lot, to control you
They
in
have a say
everything.
in your life, so
Yeah, but on the other side, I'd say
mm-hmm.
it's how you make the foundation of your marriage,
Yes.
the two of you, before now anybody else comes in.
Mm-hmm.
The two of you. If you leave a gap for them to come in, they
Yeah.
will always come in with a
Kabisa.
lot of force.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're not strong, the two of you,
Mm-hmm.
then of course you know the crack will become
Yeah.
bigger. So I'll say
Mm-hmm.
it's what you two agree on.
Yes.
Yeah, they will always talk, but now the conclusion is about the two.
The two of you.
Yeah.
I think I can also add,
Yes.
okay, in addition to what he's saying,
Yeah.
it's important to have one voice
Sure.
as
True.
a couple.
Uh-huh.
There is this thing of nikipigia Esther, let me use money because that is one of the major area
Yeah.
people are having issues with nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
Nikipigia Esther atanitumia pesa, nikipigia Emmanuel atanitumia pesa. So they have a favorite.
Yeah.
That is very risky.
Yeah, sure.
They need to know if we need money, hakuna backdoor.
Lazima kuna consensus.
Ama when they call, I have to tell them, let me talk to my husband.
Yeah.
Wasikuwe na ile design ya nitumie na usiseme.
Usiseme.
Yeah, they're so used to that.
Yeah, so in marriage, it's important to have one voice.
Sure.
Nice. That is very right. I believe if it's not so, then it means you're a divided family. And eventually those cracks develop into a ukuta inabomoka. Yeah, so you have to make sure that all loopholes are sealed. And being such a young couple, I doubt if you've been having or you've faced any challenges so far. What has been your what has been your most difficult moments? We always have our highs and our lows, both in dating and in marriage. And for you, maybe since you started dating until you got married up to this point, what's the most difficult situation maybe you've been through that made you feel that now this one really threatened our relationship?
I think for us the biggest one was, like we said before, dating when in school and now now telling our
Our
parents,
parents.
especially on the side of Esther.
Uh-huh.
You know, they have to be protective because of now the school journey and all that.
Yes.
So I think that is the major one that made us feel like mali tunaenda hapa
Yeah.
tutagonga mwamba.
Uh-huh.
But finally, unajua, I think because of I think maturity wasn't there. We
You
felt
were
like,
still,
no, you can't tell us anything. But we forgot that, yes, our parents are always looking up to us. They always want the best out of us. So I
Okay.
think for us it was, no, just let us be. But we forgot the point of they are looking up to us. You have to
Yes.
finish school. So I think for us that was a threat. But finally we realized, no, it wasn't a
They
threat.
meant
Yeah.
the best for
Yeah,
you.
exactly.
Now, before we wind up, I have two questions. One will go to Esther, but the other one either of you can answer. Now, in your marriage, now we won't say relationship because you're now married, is there room for expansion, like an individual growth? For instance, I don't want to preempt for you, but of course kuna story na education and you know, advancing yourself career wise and all that. Have you given it a consideration and how you'd go about it?
I would say that is something very important in a relationship.
Yeah.
When I grow or when Emmanuel grows, it's the family that is growing. One thing that people don't realize,
Yeah.
your spouse can't be a threat.
True.
his or her growth can't be a threat to you.
Yeah.
Now, there's this notion of bibi yangu akirudi shule asome atakuwa anapata pesa
Mingi
mingi
kuniliko.
aanze kuwa kichwa. But I'm sure if your foundation is laid on a solid ground, I would say such issues are very minor.
Yeah.
Because even if I got more money, it's to the benefit of the family. Si pesa, that is not our slogan. Pesa yangu ni yangu, yake ni
Yake ni
yetu.
yenu.
No, pesa yetu ni yetu. Yeah, anybody can
Nice.
access all accounts.
Yeah.
And I know many ladies watanigonga juu ya hiyo. Nimeambiwa na watu kadhaa unafaa kuwa na account
Kako kando.
kale
Kenya
just
akajulikani.
in case of anything. But I think vile tunajuana and the way the Lord has helped us this far, sionangi kama tutafika hiyo point. Ati sasa siku moja niambiwe wewe na watoto wako. Anyway, nimetoka kwa swali. Let me go back to answering the question.
Well, no, that's interesting. You know, it's enlightening.
Yeah. So I would say we have given thought even before we got married, even now. We challenge each other a lot. On matters education, on matters developing oneself. That is one thing we are really challenging each other about.
Yes.
I keep asking him, utarudi shule lini?
Good.
He keeps pushing me. Okay, I'm currently doing my master's. He keeps pushing me. When are you graduating? Yeah. If it is in his business, I keep challenging him to get better.
Yeah, sure.
Because you know, we are told the biggest room is the room for improvement. You can always do better.
Yeah.
So I think for us, personal development is not a challenge, and it is not a threat. In any case, it is a blessing.
True.
Yes, and we are trusting God will continue expanding us. Yeah.
Amen to that, and may God answer your prayers. Now, as a parting shot, I want to hear what in that period since you started dating up to this moment, which is your best moment or happiest moment?
Mbili kuna mbili zinakaa
Hizo mbili zikuje.
Anyway, I'll say our first one was walking down the aisle. Seeing her walk down the aisle, that was the best moment.
Beautiful.
It was a dream come true. And I'll say the second one is seeing the defender.
Wow.
I think that is very encouraging to us. Very encouraging.
It fills your hearts with joy
A lot of
every
joy.
time. Wow, that's so awesome. And now it has been so nice and a lot of fun having you guys on the show. And we hope that eventually we'll come back again and again, even to share more. And right now, I'd like you to wave the fans goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, guys.
Yes.
Thank you to our cameraman.
And thank you very much, our fans. And right now, we want to say goodbye and welcome you to our next episode. Take care of yourselves. And if you're new on the channel, kindly don't forget to subscribe. Bye-bye.
Finya yo subscribe. Finya yo
Kabisa, kabisa.
Thank you and God bless.